giving, excuse me, Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem Shai Bashem Kakodash, Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. Anyway, this is an update to, let me bring the original video up. Bear with me for a minute. This is an update to it was in the you are going to have to explain the mark of the when it comes to pass, and this was focusing on a live stream that Bishop Nathaniel of the IUIC did, but you didn't hear him. What happened was everything was in order, but I needed to update my computer, my system, and that's because I said let me reboot the computer and update it, and then it played just fine. So what I'm going to do here is, all right, okay, so I'm going to let you hear it from right at this point. I didn't go to the full video because deeper in the video he goes into the subject of hell, which is clearly going off on that. Let me see. I'm sorry, let me come back over here. Ain't showing no pictures of hell. Let me see something. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, so I think this is when he talks about hell and your Revelation 14 and 8. And, the second death and the lake of fire. And you're going to actually burn in hell, which is clearly going off. That's a Roman Catholic doctrine. But anyway, what I focused on was the MOTB part of the class. So let me just come right over here. So just listen, I'll say a few words and I'll make this quick. This is an update to the video that I did.
All right, we're still live on Rumble.
Yeah, what happened was they're on many platforms and they all got shut down, which they said that somebody pressed a button, which I agree, because this truth is coming out. Because I can see if maybe YouTube kind of gets blocked or something technical happens, but all the platforms. Hope you can hear it this time.
Because we said we hit C's in the face, they said that was violent.
I think somebody hit a button over there.
Yeah, I think so.
That's what I'm thinking. Trust no one. Hmm? All right. That kills the spirit.
I know. It breaks the flow. I hate that. It does. You can't get back in there. That's why they do it.
Why does that only happen during new class?
Where we at, Cap?
Revelation 13:16, Bishop.
Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
So the mark. We're going to talk about the mark. Shout out to Captain Matt. Give me Job 10:14. This is the scripture you go to. It gets straight to the point. What is the mark?
The book of Job, chapter 10 and verse 14.
Yeah, this is something that he knew. Came across the word mark, and He'll go to the scriptures and look up, do a word search on Mark, and if you come across the word Mark somewhere in the Old Testament, then every other place you find Mark, it means the same thing, whether it's in the Old Testament or in the New Testament. So Job 10 verse 14 has nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do with Revelation 13 verse 16.
If I sin,
If I what?
if I sin,
Uh-huh.
then thou markest
Then thou
me,
markest.
me, and thou wilt not acquit me from mine iniquity.
So it's telling you what the mark is. What is it, brothers?
Sin.
Sin. That's it, right to the point.
Doesn't have nothing to do with Revelation 13 and 16. Has absolutely nothing to do with it. All right? Let me do something. Let me go to the word mark. So anytime you come across the word mark, it means sin. All right, that's mark. 37 times in both the Old and New Testament. The Lord set a mark upon Cain, that thou shalt mark the place where he shall lie. It has nothing to do, mark, just because you see the word mark, oh, if I go to the Old Testament, mark means the same thing in the New Testament. And Jeremiah, if you come across the word mark, it means the same thing in the book of Hebrews. No. That's why you got to go into the etymology of words to get a deeper understanding. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back.
Nice.
Now, give me the video from YouTube, the digital ID. Do you have it? You got it? All right, let me.
Fully digital identification system. Now, this law will provide Europeans with a digital wallet containing digital versions of their ID cards, their driver's licenses, their academic certificates, medical records, bank account information, and so on. The next major step in the EU will be to create a digital EU euro and a central bank digital currency, which is currently being developed by the European Central Bank. Now, I've been warning about digital ID for some time, and it wasn't so long ago that, like many of these issues which turn out to be correct, it was considered to be nothing but a conspiracy theory. Closer to home, the Labor government will soon introduce an Australian version of the digital ID legislation, and consultation on that bill has recently closed. And you can see how it's going to happen. Then we'll get a digital currency, and once those steps are in place, a digital snare trap will have been created. And we saw how that worked a couple of years ago with the financial cancellation of the Canadian truckers when they were protesting COVID lockdowns and freedoms. The advancement of technology is inevitable, but this push towards a digital ID future is another step towards a Chinese Communist Party-style social credit system, which will force you to support the current thing at the risk of total cancellation. We must...
And then ultimately, you can listen to the rest, and then ultimately, the digital ID will go into your body, biometrics. So let me come over here.
You don't support the current thing or the status quo, you will be canceled. And he gave an example of what happened in Canada during the trucker strike, how all that bank account.
And ultimately, it's going to happen with the charagma. If you don't get the charagma, you're not going to be able to navigate within the system, which is going to be a world system. The whole world's going to get it.
Accounts was shut down. Every last one of them that went against Canada. Read that again, verse 17.
Yes, sir. Revelation 13, verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark.
That's sin.
Or the name of the beast.
That's America.
Or the number of his name.
Read. And the next verse gives the number. Go ahead.
The beast is not America. The beast is the system. The woman that sitteth upon the beast is America. So,
here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man.
What man? The white man. What man? The white man. Go ahead.
And his number is 666.
666. That represents Esau. That represents America. That represents Edom. Everybody understand that?
and it represents the UPC, the Universal Product Code, which I said in the video, the original video. Everything that you buy has anything that you pick up that you purchase from a store that you can scan. Whether you go online and the lady scans it, cashes you out, she scans everything. She doesn't punch numbers on an old, cashier. Everything is scanned. Whether you can scan it yourself. You can go to the self checkout, which is even faster, or you can go online and have a woman or a guy. They're gonna scan everything. They're gonna scan everything. So ultimately, when you go to pay for it, you're gonna pay for it with the mark inside of your hand, forehead, or they'll hold a scanner up to your head, like they did in I Am Legend, Will Smith, to see if they had the Krypton virus. They held the scanner and they were going by the temperature. Did the same thing with the C-19. They checking your temperature. If you went in the hospitals or office buildings, they were checking your temperature and giving you a mask. So this time they're gonna chip everybody. So for him to bring out Job 10 and 14 has absolutely nothing to do with Revelation 13 and 17. Then he's going to bring out Revelation 17 and 4, the golden cup in her hand, which has absolutely nothing to do with Revelation 13 and 16 and 17. Let's listen to a little bit more, then I'm going to close it. I said I was going to go long, but I just want you to hear him. And this is fair use, fair use, fair use.
Yes,
sir.
Now, from there, give me Revelation 17. We're still talking about I want to jump back to the mark. A longer way that I had earlier for the mark, Revelation 17 and verse 4. Just read verse 4.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this Revelation 17 and 4 and Job 10 and 14 are weak link-ups, I'll say. They're weak link-ups. I believe that, I don't know what's going on in these gatherings, but I believe there's murmuring going on about there's certain people that say we could be wrong. For the record, GMS never changed the doctrine of the charagma, the MOTB. We never said that we can be wrong, and we still say we're not wrong. We're 100% correct.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 4. And the woman was
represents America.
Now you see somebody put even a comment, CBDC and blockchain. CBDC is blockchain. All right? But ultimately, it's going to be a part of your body by a thing called biometrics. Look that up, as I have said in previous videos.
Esau, America. Go ahead.
And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand.
The golden cup in her hand represents, like we just read in Revelation 13. Go back to Revelation 13 and verse 16 again.
Revelation 13, 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
So now in Revelation 17 and verse 4 again.
Revelation 17 and 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand.
Having a golden cup in her hand.
Full of abominations.
This is what we wanted. full of abominations
and filthiness of her fornication.
and filthiness of her fornication. Give me one word, brothers. Sin. Now,
That has nothing to do with Revelation 13 and 16 and 17 and 18.
let's look at some. This is what's in your hand. Okay, you got the Roman Catholic Church, Christianity. Okay, come on. That's in Brazil, same thing. Oh, I forgot this picture right here. Hey, Cap, can you count everybody in the picture?
Yes, sir.
And these pictures that you showed, the Roman Catholic Pope and Caesar Borgia and so forth, and the Roman Catholic Church, that has nothing to do with the charagma, the mark, the MOTB. Has nothing to do with it. Has nothing to do with it. You can be an atheist and accept the mark. All right? There's nations that are not going to accept the fornication from America, from the whore, in Revelation 17 and 4, but they are going, like Ghana. I believe it was Ghana, that you had Kamala Harris go over there to try to make them understand that they got to pass laws to protect those type of people and not kill them or lock them up forever. And she had a checkbook with her, and they said we ain't accepting it, but they will accept the MOTB, which is the the digital all. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. Like I said, this is sort of a update. With that, I'm going to say shalom. Let's see if this came out.